Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Aquarius. So, Aquarius, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. So the obstacle course imagery that came up yesterday continues, but it really ignites and it really picks up the pace for you, Aquarius, today, because I'm seeing that you are in a good place, that you have like a good base run. You can run for the next thing that you're aiming for, and this feels like very exciting to you, but it also gives you this butterflies in your stomach type of feeling, as if you're taking like this huge and perhaps even scary leap of faith into the world. So it's like there is some sort of time frame issue that it's like it's now or never. And you have to take that plunge. You have to take that opportunity. And it's a big risk, I want to say, but you have exactly what it takes to make things balanced and just, especially because the bottom of the deck card is the Justice card. And it's talking about finding balance, because whatever is being asked of you right now is exactly what you have to give. So it's like I was going to say it's an equal give and take, but it's more like you know that you have a lot to gain from it. So it's not like you're leaving something. It's almost like you know that you have exactly what it takes, right? So you're not losing anything. It's almost like you're investing in the thing that you're aiming for, and you know how incredibly abundant that can be. And it's almost like this reassured thing that because it's just, because it's fair, because it's something that is right, you know how good that will be for you, despite the butterflies in your stomach wanting to come through and, perhaps scare you from taking this opportunity or from taking this risk. So let me start showing you the cards. We're beginning with the Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, the Nine of Pentacles talks about this sense of independence, this sense of self-achievement. It's like you know that you have worked for your own independence, but that's the traditional meaning that is typically associated with the Nine of Pentacles. What I was picking up from this card, actually for you, Aquarius, what I heard was this strange word that I don't really know what it means. I should have Googled it, but anyways, I was just, so eager to start this reading already, but maybe you can let me know what this word means. So I heard steadfast. And I don't know if it's, if it's one word or if it's two, because the way that I was interpreting this word that I heard, steadfast, was steady and fast at the same time. So whatever steadfast means, maybe it's something else completely, but what I was picking up from this Nine of Pentacles for you, Aquarius, was that you're both steady, but you're also fast moving. And because the Knight of Wands is coming after this Nine of Pentacles, and it's interesting how similar these two words are, right? Nine and Knight. So it's like that. It's like the steadfast word, right? It sounds really similar to steady and fast. Maybe it has a different meaning, but it's like the similarities are here, and it's like it's in you. It's like there's something growing in you, or like this courage coming from inside of you that is making you want to leap. Because this is it's like the Pentacle suit here is talking about the steadiness, the sturdiness, perhaps the reliability. So maybe you have created a good life, an abundant life for yourself. And it's interesting also because most of the times I see this abundance with the Nine of Pentacles, but something that has been growing slowly over time. It's something that is gradual. It's not something that is fast. So that's the reason why I was very I was just trying to understand or wondering why the steadfast came with this card and then emphasized because of the speed of the Knight of Wands. And so here there is the fast pace, and here there is this stability. So I feel like, so the image that I'm seeing, and the reason why I'm saying it's like joining these two words, right? Steady and fast. Because you have steadiness, because you have stability, you can increase your speed. You can pick up your own pace. And okay, so the image, it's coming, there's so much coming all at once that I'm having to remind myself to just slow down because this wants to be fast. But the image that I was seeing was this Nine of Pentacles as a trampoline. You know those swimming pools that, you know, there are those trampolines that you can jump into the water. But right now with the Nine of Swords, I feel like you're jumping in the air, or it's like you're jumping out of a cliff, right? So this is the earth and this is the air. So you have like this abyss in a sense in front of you, and you need this fast pace to fly in a sense, because this is how I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. So this is where the exchange is, right? It's like you have maybe the exact amount of money to make this leap. You see what I mean? It's like this is the exact proportionate resources that you need to do this, to aim for this, to go for this. Yes, it can be scary because of the traditional meaning of the Nine of Swords, but it's like this huge leap. And it's interesting because I keep wanting to say leap of faith, but it's not exactly what I'm seeing or what I'm sensing. You know, I typically see the leap of faith with the Fool card, but it's not here. So, but it's kind of like that, right? It's kind of like that. And it's interesting because with the Justice, right, it's like equal measure, or it's like their sense of something compensating the other. So it's exactly what you, it's like in order to do this, to go for this, to jump, you know, out of the cliff, and it's like you need to, it's like take that run, it's like go for that abyss, but know that it's like you have it's like just enough distance or speed to do this, to take that leap, right? So it's like this huge step forward. And it's interesting because there is like this landing, the moment of landing that is here, but before you land, it's like you have to cross through a portal of sorts, because the World card, you see here how these lines in the center are, it's like they're showing me like an opening in the grid of the world. So it's like it's reminding me actually of that card that Sen uses in her readings about the needle, going through the needle, the hole of the needle, right? It's like this very narrow point that, you know, one has to go through, you know, maybe a lot of resistance, right? And it's wanting to emphasize also the speed, because it's like moving very, very fast is going to help you break through the grid and make this opening, right? Because otherwise there would be a lot of resistance. So you need both elements, right? That's why I feel like this word, the strange word, is coming through the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands, because in order to go through this, right, which could be very scary, or at least create some sort of fear or hesitation of any kind with the Nine of Swords, but because you have the Nine of Pentacles, which it's almost like this exchange, right? In order to break through the grid, to make this opening, you have to be very fast, but you also have to have the right amount of resources or even stability, right? Or like the whatever it is in the material realm that it's like that helps you take this risk and go through the grid. I don't know what that means, or go through this hole in the needle, because it's like it opens up because of the two things, the steadiness and the fast pace. And so this is what it's like helps you to overcome the fear, or helps you to overcome the, you know, that sensation of, you know, your body being completely, it's almost like, I was trying to describe that to Sen yesterday, but it's like that feeling of when you are at the top part of a roller coaster, and it's like all of your organs and your stomach, they're up here, you know, almost like coming out of your mouth, and you feel like you're flying, but it's like it's fluctuating everything inside, because it's like you're no longer, maybe you're no longer being affected by laws of physics or, you know, gravity that keep things very steady and stable and fixed in one place. So you need that to break through gravity in a sense, and to enter the grid, enter the world. But it's like a hole in the system in a sense, right? Maybe we're talking about a glitch in the regular perception of the world. And here is where you land, because with the Two of Wands, yes, I know that the Two of Wands is typically, you know, this card of a new, you know, envisioning a new horizon. And yes, I often say that this card to me is my card for, you know, broadening your perspective and allowing your vision to expand, and just opening up your horizons, really. But what this was showing me was this very big step. So the moment that you go from the steadiness, because you have all that it takes, to join with your fast moving pace, and it's like you're picking up the pace. So there's a lot of impulse, there's a lot of motivation, there's a lot of excitement. It's like you want to go for this, it's like for whatever opportunity that is opening up in your world. But it's like it's more than just the personal world. It feels like, you know, the grid, or, you know, matrix. However, it's like it's bigger, right? It's like the world at large, the planet, or society, however you want to see the grid, right? Whatever structure envelopes the world, right, and creates this cohesive unit, it's how it's coming through. But it's like you have this possibility, I want to say, with this huge leap, because you have the right elements, the exact right amount of elements to go for it, to see beyond it, and to go through this opening and take this huge step forward. Because this, remember, when you go for your run and you are, you know, leaving the trampoline to get that impulse, and then you are here up in the air with the Nine of Swords, and then there is this opening. So it's almost like this movie scene that I'm seeing in my mind, right? So there is this kind of like an obstacle course, as I was saying, that showed up in the Capricorn reading yesterday. But for you, it starts with wanting to, it's like you have a specific goal. It's not like, well, although that expands later on, because it's like the moment that you manage to go through that, to find that opening and go through it, it's like you land with your feet open. So it's not, you know, when you're jumping, or when you're just, you know, if you are standing on the ground and then suddenly you just jump and you're out of the ground, right? What I'm trying to say here, it's like you're up in the air, right? Your feet are not touching. The tendency is for us to land with both feet on the ground at the same time, one beside the other, right? But the way that I'm seeing this Two of Wands is that the way that you land is actually giving you this propulsion to the next leap. So it's almost like you're barely touching the ground. The moment that you touch, the moment that you land, you're already prepared for the next plunge, for the next leap, because it's like you're very stable, Aquarius. You're finding such stability with the Four of Pentacles coming next. This is your stability. It's like the Four of Pentacles was just talking about the sense of stability that you find in landing in this odd way that already propels you forward for the next jump. So it's also reminding me of a dream that I had once, that what I was like, it was like I was hopping or skipping, and I didn't need to run properly. It's like, it's not like it was like, I didn't have the resistance of the air or anything like that. I was very light, I was very fast, and I could just, you know, skip and fly and land, and then skip and fly and land. I hope that makes sense, because this is how I'm seeing this for you. It's like, you know that your landing is secured because of the Four of Pentacles. So this feels pretty big. This can be very scary. This can be a huge leap. But again, because you have the right amount of elements, it's like you are capable for this. It's like you know how prepared you are. And again, it's not because you know how long you took to accumulate the Nine of Pentacles. It's a matter of having this, and that's enough. That's enough because it counterbalances the Nine of Swords. So whatever that means for you, it's like you already have exactly what it takes to take this huge leap. And it feels again like there is this crucial moment of you passing through this obstacle, in a sense, because the grid would be like this filter, or the resistance that, you know, being at a fast pace, it's like the air would be, you know, against you in a sense, right? So it would create some sort of barrier or resistance. So the grid is acting as that obstacle. But the way that you land gives you this reassurance that you're safe. The Four of Pentacles to me, well, sometimes it comes through as comfortable zone, like this, it's like where you feel comfortable, right? But it's not like that. It's like, it's almost like you know that your landing is guaranteed because of this cushion that is going to, how do you call it? It's like, it's going to create like this bouncing feeling. I don't know what the word is for that in English, but it's like, it creates like this, what is the word? In it's just coming through in Portuguese. In Portuguese, it's called amortecer. So it's like you could, you know, because you're up in the air, you could be midst air, midst flight, and you're just falling, right? It's like this free fall. But the free fall takes you through this grid that when you land back on Earth, or when you, maybe this is all metaphorical, right? That you're just going for this wonderful leap in your mind. And then when you're landing back here on Earth, it's guaranteed that you're going to be, that it's going to be soft, right? A soft landing. And you're going to be prepared. It's like your base is going to be prepared, like, you know, like a runner's type of stance, right? It's like it's already ready for the next leg or for the next leap, because the next leap is already here, the Ten of Pentacles. So again, you're not losing what you have earned or what you have built for yourself with the Nine of Pentacles when you, in a sense, exchanged it for the Nine of Swords, right? Which could be very scary, but because you saw the opportunity, it's such a huge leap that it really changes your perspective of the world at large and your place in it, because your landing is guaranteed. And not only because it's going to be soft and steady in a sense, right? It's like it's not going to move. It's not like those traps, right? That you know, in those video games that, you know, those moving platforms, right? That, you know, one has, you know, the character needs to step onto the platform, the moving platform, and if it's not there, then they fall, right? It's not like that. This is like a guaranteed safe landing for you, but one that not only, again, that word is not coming through, but it's like it softens this landing, and then at the same time that is going to receive you, right? It is going to serve as this base. It's actually going to be propelling you forward already, right? Because it's like you gain in preparation. You're gaining because of also this fast movement. You're gaining in terms of maybe we're just talking about whatever you have been accumulating actually is giving you the right fuel to be exchanged, you know, for whatever this is that helps you to go against gravity or against the laws of physics or the universe or, you know, this physical realm. And maybe we're just talking about overcoming inertia, right? This could be the exchange, right? It's like maybe leaving your comfort zone could be, you know, winning over this inertia. But the way that you land for the next thing, it's already like propelling you forward with even more than you began this leap. You see what I mean? It's like you're going to, the moment that you land, it's like you're going to have more than you had before. And it's like it's going to give you more for the next thing, right? Because this is how I'm seeing this. It's like you're so ready for the next jump that you know that it's going to be as fulfilling and as just exciting as this one was. I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. I know that this was very encrypted and very perhaps metaphorical. Maybe this doesn't apply so literally for anyone, but who knows. So I am going to pull more cards for you as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.